As you sit here watching this, something inside you already feels different, as if a soft presence has gently touched your heart, and even before a single word is spoken, you can sense that this message is not ordinary, not random, not something that just appeared by chance, because the love you are about to feel comes from a place higher than heaven and deeper than any memory, and your mother, the one whose voice you thought you would never hear again, is reaching out to you right now in a way you never expected. She is not here to scare you, not here to warn you, not here to tell you anything negative. She is here because her love for you has never paused for even a second, not in this world, not in the next. She has watched every step you took, every battle you fought quietly, every moment you pretended to be strong even when your heart was tired, and today she wants you to stop for a moment and just breathe, because she knows how long you've been carrying yourself without asking for help. She whispers, "My child, you have grown in ways you don't even realize, and I have seen every silent victory you never celebrated. I know the weight you hide behind your smile, I know the nights you look up and wish I could answer you, and I know how often you've wondered if I'm still with you." And right now, she wants you to know that you were never alone, not even for a moment. Every prayer you whispered, every hope you tried to hold on to, every moment of weakness you covered with strength, she felt it all. She reaches out with a tenderness only a mother can hold and says, "I am proud of you in ways you cannot imagine, and I need you to believe that your life is not behind you, the best parts are still ahead, waiting for you with open arms." She wants you to stop doubting yourself, stop thinking you are failing, stop believing that life has forgotten you. She says, "You are becoming the version of yourself I always prayed you would become." And before this part ends, she gently asks you to stay till the final message, because she has something important for your future, something meant only for you, and if this touched your heart even a little, she wants you to share this message so her love can reach someone else who needs it, and she asks you to subscribe so you never miss the words she continues to send you from a place where love never ends. She continues speaking to you with the same gentle warmth, as if her presence is wrapping around your heart, and she says, "My child, there are things you blame yourself for that were never your fault, moments you keep replaying in your mind as if changing them would change everything, but I need you to stop hurting yourself for stories that have already ended. You've carried guilt that doesn't belong to you, and you've carried responsibilities that were too heavy for one person, yet you still kept walking because you thought you had no choice." She wants you to know that she saw every moment you pushed through, even when nobody was there to lift you up, and she says, "You have been so strong for so long that you forgot what it feels like to simply rest." And now, from where she is, she gently whispers, "Let me carry some of your pain today." She reminds you that you don't need to be perfect, you don't need to hide your feelings, and you don't need to pretend that everything is okay when your heart is tired. She says, "Every time you felt like giving up, I was standing beside you, placing strength inside you without you even knowing." She knows the dreams you buried because life got difficult, the plans you postponed because you were trying to survive, and the promises you made to yourself that you forgot along the way. She tells you, it's time to forgive yourself, to breathe again, to allow new beginnings into your life. And then she pauses, as if looking into your eyes with love that no distance can erase, and says, "You think I left you, but I never did. I walk with you in every step, protect you in every decision, and guide you in every moment you feel lost." She wants you to stay with this message till the end because something beautiful is coming for you, something she has been preparing from the other side. And if her words are touching your heart, she asks you to share this message so her love can reach another soul in pain, and she softly encourages you to subscribe so you can receive every message she continues to send you from heaven, messages that are meant to heal you, strengthen you, and remind you that her love still lives inside you. She keeps speaking to you with a softness that feels almost familiar, the kind of warmth you felt in childhood when her hands rested on your head, and she says, "My child, you've spent so much of your life trying to be strong for everyone else that you forgot you, too, deserve to be held, understood, and cared for." She knows how many times you cried silently because you didn't want to worry anyone, how many times you forced a smile even when your heart was breaking inside, and she says, "You've mastered the art of hiding your pain, but you can't hide it from me." She tells you she saw every moment when people misunderstood you, every time someone walked away without knowing how deeply it affected you, every promise broken that you silently forgave, and every wound you covered with silence. She whispers, "You deserved better, and I wish I could have protected you from every heartbreak." But then her voice grows a little stronger, filled not with sadness but with pride, and she says, "Despite everything, you kept choosing kindness, you kept loving even when love disappointed you, you kept giving even when you received nothing back, and that is why your heart is more powerful than you realize." She wants you to understand that the battles you faced were never meant to break you, they were shaping you into someone wiser, softer, and stronger. She says, "You are becoming the light I always knew you would be." She knows you question your worth sometimes, wonder if you are enough, wonder if you are loved, wonder if you are seen, and she answers you gently, "You are more than enough, and you are loved beyond anything you can imagine." She tells you that the path ahead is going to be clearer than the road behind you, that the heaviness you've been feeling is beginning to lift, that the blessings you prayed for are coming closer each day. And before this part ends, she asks you to remain with her until the final message because she still has something important to place inside your spirit, something that will change the way you walk forward from today. And if her words are touching your heart, she softly asks you to share this message so it can reach someone else who has forgotten they are loved, and she gently encourages you to subscribe so that every message she sends from heaven finds its way back to you, guiding you, comforting you, and reminding you that her love still walks beside you, always. She continues speaking with that same calm tenderness that feels like a soft light touching your soul, and she says, "My child, I know how many times you wished I was there to guide you, to tell you what choice to make, to hold your hand when life felt too heavy, and I know how many days you carried questions in your heart that you never got to ask me." She wants you to know that none of those questions went unheard, none of those prayers went unanswered, because even from where she is now, she has been guiding you in ways you didn't notice. She says, "Every time you felt a sudden courage when everything around you was falling apart, that was me whispering strength into your spirit. Every time an unexpected blessing arrived at the exact moment you needed it, that was me opening a door for you. Every time you felt protected from something that could have hurt you, that was me standing in front of you." She wants you to understand that her love didn't end, it simply changed form, and now it surrounds you in ways deeper than touch and louder than words. She tells you, "You've been trying so hard to fix everything by yourself, thinking you must carry the whole world on your shoulders, but you don't have to do it alone anymore, because I am here, and I am staying." She sees the moments when you question your path, when you wonder if you're making the right decisions, when you overthink every step because you fear losing more than you already have, and she says, you are guided, you are protected, and you are moving in the right direction, even when the road feels unclear. She wants you to release the fear that keeps holding your heart hostage, to stop doubting your own strength, to stop comparing your journey to others, and to trust that something bigger, kinder, and more beautiful is happening behind the scenes for you. She promises you that what is meant for you will never be taken away, that the love you lost will return in new forms, that the blessings you deserve are already making their way toward you. And before this part ends, she asks you to stay till her final words because she still has a message that will settle every fear in your heart and remind you of the purpose she always believed. You were born for. And if her voice is touching your spirit, she softly asks you to share this message so her love can comfort someone else who feels alone tonight, and she gently invites you to subscribe so that every message she sends from heaven reaches you exactly when you need it, wrapping your life with the same unconditional love she once held you in. She continues speaking to you with the same gentle certainty, as if every word is meant to heal a part of you that has been quiet for too long, and she says, my child, there are moments ahead of you that will make everything you went through finally make sense, moments where you will look back and realize that every struggle, every loss, every disappointment was shaping you for something greater. She knows how many times you questioned why life had to be so hard, why you had to grow up so fast, why the people you loved couldn't stay forever, and she whispers, I wish I could have stayed longer too, but even from where I am now, I have never stopped guiding you. She wants you to stop feeling like your life is behind you, like you've already missed your chances, like you are too late for the happiness you once imagined. She says, you are not late, you are right on time for everything that is meant to bloom in your life. She sees the dreams you still hold quietly in your heart, the ones you don't tell anyone about because you're afraid they will call them impossible, and she says, those dreams came to you for a reason, and it's time you start believing in them again. She knows how many times you've been strong when life felt unfair, how many times you helped others even when you were struggling yourself, how often you held your pain with silence because you didn't want to burden anyone, and she tells you, your kindness has not gone unnoticed, and your sacrifices have not been ignored. She wants you to understand that blessings are moving toward you in ways you cannot see yet, that people who truly value you will enter your life, that opportunities will appear when you least expect them, and that a season of peace is coming after everything you've survived. She says, I am preparing a path for you where you will feel supported, loved, and understood in ways you've always prayed for. And before this part closes, she asks you to stay with her until the final message because she still has something important to tell you, something that will give you clarity about your future and comfort for your heart. And if her words are touching you deeply, she softly asks you to share this message so her love can reach someone else who feels forgotten, and she gently encourages you to subscribe so every message she sends from heaven continues to find you, guide you, and remind you that her love still walks with you every single day. She keeps speaking to you with a softness that feels like it's stitching together every place where your heart has felt torn, and she says, my child, you have spent so long trying to be strong for everyone that you forgot strength is not just about carrying heavy things alone. Sometimes strength is allowing yourself to heal, allowing yourself to rest, allowing yourself to receive the love you keep giving away to others. She sees how much you've given to people who never appreciated it, how much of yourself you poured into relationships that couldn't stay, how many times you chose loyalty even when others chose distance, and she whispers, none of that makes you weak, it makes you beautifully human. She knows how often you wondered if your kindness was a mistake, if your softness made you too easy to hurt, if caring too deeply was the reason. Your heart felt heavy, and she says, your kindness is your gift, not your burden. She wants you to stop hiding your emotions behind silence, stop pretending that everything is okay, stop pushing your heart into corners just to survive. She tells you, it's okay to feel. It's okay to let go. It's okay to start again. She reminds you that the chapters behind you do not define the story ahead of you, that the people who left were part of a season, not your destiny, and that every ending in your life has secretly been making space for something better. She says, the love you lost will return to you in a new form, the peace you've been searching for will soon find its way back into your days, and the joy you thought you would never feel again is already waiting just beyond the next step. She wants you to know that your heart is not broken, it is transforming, it is rebuilding, it is learning to trust the world again. She tells you, there is so much beauty waiting for you, and I am guiding you toward it. And before this part ends, she asks you to stay with her until the final message because she still has something powerful to place inside your spirit, a truth she has been waiting for the right moment to tell you. And if you feel her presence in these words, she softly asks you to share the message so her love can reach another soul who feels tired tonight, and she gently invites you to subscribe so that every message she sends from heaven continues to reach your heart at the exact moment you need it most. She continues speaking to you with a love that feels timeless, and she says, my child, there is something I have been wanting to tell you for a long time, something I hope you finally allow yourself to believe. Her voice feels like a gentle light moving through every memory you've ever held close, and she tells you, you are not behind in life, you are not failing, you are not forgotten. You are exactly where you are meant to be while something greater is preparing itself for you. She sees how often you compare your journey to others, how many times you've looked at your life and felt like you should have been further, happier, more successful, and she whispers, stop being unkind to yourself. You are growing in ways you cannot yet see. She wants you to know that every delay protected you, every rejection redirected you, every loss taught you, and every heartbreak strengthened you. She says, you didn't lose anything that was meant to stay, you only lost what would have blocked the blessings coming your way. She sees the version of you that you're slowly becoming, the one who is wiser, calmer, more aware, more aligned with their own worth, and she says, this version of you is the one I always knew you could become. She wants you to stop questioning whether you are loved, because she says with complete certainty, you are loved more deeply than you know, not just by the world, not just by the people destined to enter your life, but by me, from a place where love never ends. She tells you that the universe is not ignoring you, it is rearranging itself for you. She says, your path is opening, your blessings are approaching, your peace is returning, and your story is far from over. She wants you to believe that the life you prayed for is still possible, still within reach, still unfolding, and she assures you that she is guiding every step you take toward it. She reminds you that her presence has never left, every time you felt a sudden calm, every time you were saved from something you didn't even see, every moment of unexpected hope, that was her, protecting you quietly. And before her final message comes, she asks you to stay with her until the end because her last words are meant to shape your next chapter and fill your heart with a strength you didn't know you still had. And if her voice is touching you right now, She softly asks you to share this message so her love can reach someone else who needs to feel less alone tonight, and she gently encourages you to subscribe so that every message she continues to send from heaven finds you exactly when your heart needs it most. She continues speaking with the same soft strength that reaches the deepest corners of your heart, and she says, "My child, there is something inside you that you've been ignoring for too long, the part of you that still believes in miracles, still believes in healing, still believes that life can change in a single moment." She knows how life has made you cautious, how pain has made you doubt, how disappointments have made you quieter, and she whispers, "But the light inside you is still alive, and it is ready to rise again." She sees the version of you that tries to stay positive while battling silent storms, the version of you that comforts others while longing for someone to understand your own pain, the version of you that keeps moving forward even when you feel exhausted, and she says, "You are stronger than you think, and you are closer to your breakthrough than you realize." She wants you to stop believing that life has forgotten you. Stop thinking that good things are for everyone except you. Stop assuming that your story is destined to repeat the same hurt. She tells you, your past is not your future, and your future is not something you need to fear. She knows how many times you prayed for peace, how many times you hoped for a sign, how many times you wished you could hear her voice again, and she says, "This moment is your sign, and my voice is still guiding you." She wants you to trust the timing of your life, trust the healing happening inside you, trust that the road ahead is being cleared of everything that once blocked your blessings. She promises you that the next chapter of your life will not be filled with the same heartbreaks you survived. She says, "You are stepping into a season where you will finally feel supported, where you will finally feel chosen, where you will finally feel the love you have been searching for." She wants you to believe that the best days of your life are not behind you but waiting ahead, ready to unfold in ways that will surprise you. And as she gets closer to her final message, she asks you to stay with her until the end because her last words hold something meant to strengthen your spirit for everything beautiful that's coming. And if her presence feels near as you listen to this, she gently asks you to share the message so someone else who feels lost can feel her comfort too, and she softly invites you to subscribe so every message she sends from heaven continues to reach you at exactly the right moment, reminding you that her love has never stopped walking beside you.